Hello everyone, and welcome back to the spooky Blackmarshes. They're so spooky I can't even speak right. If you guys remember, we found a note in the inn detailing that someone named Christoph came to the Blackmarshes, and we are now here to try to find him. This old sign says, "Beware, the Blackmarsh is haunted." Thank you for the warning, rickety old sign, but I think we probably could have figured that out on our own. Looks like we've got some wolves up ahead. Okay, well, good thing is those wolves weren't ghosts. You know, they said this place is haunted, but we can deal with some wolves. Yep, here are more wolves. They are marsh wolves, and they have spikes on their back, so I guess they're not just regular wolves, but again, as long as they're not ghosts, we're already staying ahead of the haunted title. So we just looted a skeleton and got something called Bonnie's Angry Letter. It reads, "Corin, is our relationship a joke? Am I a joke to you? What am I supposed to think waking up to this love note? Follow my trail of love, my darling. You are my hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body and tend to my rooster." Really, Corin? I tend to your rooster? That's the most disgusting thing I've heard in my entire life. You said there was a surprise waiting for me. I'm supposed to follow your trail? Ugh, I despise you. I abhor you, you petty, ill-made wart. You said last week that everything would be different for us. Well, you were right. I'm leaving. With venom and spite, Bonnie. Well, Bonnie is certainly mad. So the remains we found are the remains of Corin, who drank poison after his lover Bonnie left him. Oh! Okay. Good thing we checked this quest dialogue, because I clearly didn't pick up on that when I looted those bones. So I guess we now have to follow the clues. You are my hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body and tend to my rooster. I don't know why there's an awkward pause after the word rooster. It makes it weirder, Corin. Come on. But okay, I guess we'll keep an eyes out for chickens or roosters or something of that nature. In the meantime, it looks like we have a building of some sort. Does someone live in the Blackmarsh? Doesn't seem like prime real estate.
The dragon was scattered by some animal, or something worse.
Yeah, we got a dragon bone right here, which also gives us a new quest. You found a dragon's bone, suggesting one of the beasts once died in the Blackmarsh. There may be other bones around. Like this giant skull, maybe? Okay, so we located the dragon skeleton, but we need to find all the bones and slot them back in to complete the skeleton. Hope it doesn't come back to life. Up here we have a veiled here.
It looks like, don't be foolish, something ghostly. Almost like the Fade.
Okay, guess we're not going through there. We already spent some time in the Fade, and it wasn't my favorite part of the game, so I can't say I'm disappointed to see that we cannot enter it again. I think I've done my time in the Fade. Over here are the remains of what looks like an old village. We got a Darkspawn corpse.
Dead. Christoph's doing, maybe.
That answers that, I suppose. The Darkspawn are definitely here.
I mean, not a shocker. The Darkspawn are everywhere, but yeah. Ooh, we got werewolves here, and they're blighted. Interesting. I want to check out that codex entry. When a man in West Hill told me about his encounter with a blighted werewolf, I was inclined to believe him. Although werewolves may be abominations of the sort, wolves possessed by rage demons, or so the story goes, it is true that their bodies still live. The blight is known to corrupt bears and wolves in addition to human elves and dwarves, so it is conceivable that any living creature, even a werewolf, is at risk. The man saw the beast ambush a bear, springing from the shadows with such speed that it seemed a blur. The bear was dead within seconds. I thank the maker that I've never even seen a run-of-the-mill werewolf. I'm sure I never want to encounter one that is blighted. Well, we have encountered both regular werewolves and blighted werewolves in our travels now. We really should take some time after this journey is all said and done to speak to some scholars. I'm sure we have lots of knowledge that we could impart to them throughout our journeys. Okay, I think that's it for the Blighted werewolves. Wonder what happened to this town. Check this notice here. Once dusted off, this reads, "This village lies abandoned. May the Maker rest their poor souls." Yeah, this place is spooky dooky and infested with werewolves. Maybe that's what happened to the town. Maybe everybody in the town got turned into a werewolf. And then the Darkspawn came and they got blighted on top of it. It's like a double curse. Over here we have an ancient letter, which gives us another new quest, the Burden of Guilt. A merchant in the Blackmarsh betrayed several young women in exchange for treasures from the Baroness. Overpowered by guilt, he soon killed himself. The merchant's suicide note contained a map to his hidden cache. Wow, okay, so here's the codex entry for that. They came to me for help, these 3 maidens of the Blackmarsh. They were young, beautiful, vital, everything she desires. They gave me gold, jewels, and family heirlooms. I imagine their mothers and fathers, uncles and brothers, pressing those treasures into their hands, enough to ransom a life promised to their Baroness. I agreed to spirit them away from Blackmarsh. She learned of it. She appeared the night before. Her eyes were like flat, dull stones. Her hair was stringy and streaked with gray, and I saw why she needed the women. I hid them in my wagon. The youngest embraced me before she crawled between the bales of hay. She said, "Make her bless and watch over you." I drove them to the crossroads where the Baroness's man waited. He took the wagon. Their families never knew. The witch, as good as her word, brought me a chest of gold. She twirled like a little girl, eyes now sparkling. "You've earned every bit, merchant." The gold was no comfort. I saw their faces on each sovereign, heard their voices in the tinkling of the coins. I couldn't bear it. I buried it all in the deepest part of the marsh. Still, I found no peace. There will be no peace for me until I stand before the Maker. Cursed and wild. Man, maybe this place really is cursed after all. Selling off young girls to scary witches? Werewolves? Yeah, no. Then we found the note of the guy who killed himself after his lover left him. Seems like there's nothing but bad luck happening here in this town. Alright, so as we make our way through the marsh, we'll have to try to find the buried treasure. I found more werewolves.
A hole leading into the Fade. Touch it.
Got another codex entry about terrors in the Vale. Studies of the Vale have never been thorough. The Tevinters once theorized that the Vale is thin in places that have seen great bloodshed. As the Chantry is so fond of reminding us, the Magisters of the Imperium only once crossed physically into the Fade, the catastrophe that blackened the Golden City. As the story goes, the ritual consumed a vast quantity of lyrium and the blood of 100 slaves. Was it the deaths that bridged the worlds, or simply the blood and lyrium? Or both? Demon sees every opportunity, every tear in the Vale to enter our world. Once the Vale is torn, it is extremely difficult to mend. Some say impossible. We also got a quest with that one. We found a tear in the Vale that provides a glimpse of the Fade. Given the non-physical nature of these strange phenomena, there's nothing you can do about them in the real world. So, does that mean you want me to go in there?
All right.
That quest dialogue was a little misleading, but anyway, I don't want to go in there, so let's hope that's not where our path leads. Got an abandoned camp full of dead Darkspawn. And ambush werewolves. Excellent.
Now is better than later.
Here in the rocks we find Kristoff's locket. This locket contains a miniature painting of a woman and a lock of hair. An engraving reads, "Yours always, Ura." So that means Kristoff was here. His locket was in this pile of rocks though, which is not a good sign. This place is so twisty-turvy. What is this? Some sort of like ritual circle? And more werewolves, of course. Okay, the wolves are dealt with. Now what do we have here? Here's a ripped page.
I'll get on it.
About the Baroness's secret. The Vale is weak near the stone circle. Perhaps it's my rituals, but I suspect it has always been weak here. I feel traces of old ancient magic. Maybe this is what drew me. I think the girls feel it too. As we approached the circle, they sensed something was wrong. With me? Did they fear me? Something about this place is changing them, claiming them for its own. It is conceivable that using their blood to reinvigorate me traps their souls in the Fade. Perhaps they became the same demons, ghosts, spirits who invade my dreams. No, it doesn't matter. They are nothing. Peasants, while I am a Baroness of Orlais. Okay, so the Baroness was collecting young girls and sacrificing them to extend her own life. Something about this circle helps them out. Yeah, no, this place is definitely haunted and cursed. I feel it now. Over here we got another dragon bone. Perfect. Another dragon bone here. And a spooky werewolf watching me pick it up, but I can't get down there and you can't get up here, so bye! Ooh, over here we have Karsten's hidden cache. We found it. The treasure hunt is complete. Inside is a diamond, a ruby, a sapphire, and 1 gold. Sick. We found the merchant's ill-gotten gains. Maybe we can put them to good use, unlike Karsten.
Die already!
Oh dear. Oh dear, what is that? Ew! Oh my god, I hate it! Oh god, it's on top of me! Oh, oh, oh! Well, we got a codex entry about them. They're called the Children. The Children appear to be twisted mutations of Darkspawn. They have set even Hurlocks, Genlocks, and Ogres to fleeing. The monsters appear first as childer grubs, gruesome larval creatures that wriggle on the ground. This is the only vulnerable stage of their development. To squish them is to do the world a favor. Well, I'm all about doing the world some favors, so squish them I shall. Don't want to see what these guys turn into, though, if these are the babies. Come on, everybody, squish! Squish them! They're just like mauling everybody. Wow, I did not like those things at all. Apparently.
Suddenly be seeing new forms of darkspawn. This isn't even a blight.
I don't know. Guess we'll have to continue and find out. Hey, Kristoff! Are you— oh yeah, you're dead. Shit, we got here too late. It's a trap, of course.
Yes, that is your Grey Warden. The mother told it to me that if he was lured to this place and slain, that in time you would come. And the mother, she was right. The mother is always right.
Who is this mother?
The mother is she that sent me. She that wished you to come to here, this place. Here before you is the first, and I am bringing to you a message. The mother, she is not permitting you to further his plan, whether this you know or not. So she is sending you a gift.
What sort of gift was that? Please don't say the gift is the Fade. Oh god, I think the gift is the Fade. Worst gift ever.
No. We have come to the Fade as well. It cannot be this.
Ah, sucks to suck. What have you done? I want answers.
As do I. This was not as she said. I am betrayed.
Can never trust my mother either.
Now I am being trapped in the Fade with you. Ah, I am the fool.
Then help me get back and we'll just take some revenge together.
The Grey Warden is wishing help. From the first. Do not be making me laugh. I will be leaving you to the children.
Oh, good.
I will
Ugh, they
find
look even
my
grosser
own
from that
path
angle.
Back into the world. Back to the mother.
Lovely, this gets better and better. We're now in the Fade and all these gross grub things are here. What more could I possibly ask for?
Who is the mother? Another darkspawn?
More talking darkspawn. And now some mother to go along with it? Cute.
Where are we? Hey, there's chickens in the Fade! Okay, that's a positive. There's also a boat.
Wait, what did that snarly bastard say? The Fade? We're in the Fade? That's where humans dream, isn't it?
We'll find our way out somehow.
Someone's gonna be coughing out a kidney when I'm done with them.
Ugh, that sounds unpleasant. Awkward disapproves. I didn't send us here. Why are you disapproving of me? I'm gonna get us out. I hate it here too.
So, mage, huh? What's it like?
To have all this power at my fingertips.
No, to always have to wear a skirt.
Oh, you don't
Oh,
know the
Ogren.
story behind the robes. You know how strict things are in the circle, right? Well, of course you do. Well, the robes make quick trysts in the corner easy. No laces or buttons. You're just, well, you're done before the Templars catch on.
Really?
Just ask anyone.
Don't encourage him, Anders. Oh hey, so we're back to the summoning circle on this side of the Fade. Interesting. So can we activate
Now it's better
these
than
rune
later.
stones? We sure can.
Got it.
Okay, so I activated them all the fire is here, and now a rage demon is coming through. I don't know if that means I did it right. I guess it does. We summoned something. Oh yeah, lots of rage demons are coming through. I think we did it right. Okay, all the demons are dead, and now what's happening on the runic pedestal? Your actions in the Fade have an effect on the physical world. What does that mean? I guess we need to come back here once we get back to the real world and see what happened? Oh, we got an essence of willpower up here. So just like our escapades in the Fade previously, it does look like there are permanent stat increases hidden around, so that's good, at least. They gotta give us something for actually managing to survive the Fade. We got some Desire Demons up here, behind the Veil tier that we were able to access now that we were actually in the Fade. They are dead, and it looks like they were guarding a Veil tier apparatus. Your actions in the Fade have an effect on the physical world. So we actually sealed that tier in the Veil. Cool, okay, so maybe we can seal all the tiers now that we're here. And then when we get back, hopefully that means there will be a reward waiting for us, right? At the very least, this trip into the Fade seems a lot less painful than our previous trip into the Fade. It seems just basically like regular gameplay, except there's demons and everything's a little hazy, so... It doesn't seem as bad so far. Fingers crossed that keeps up. Who are you? What are you doing in the Fade?
You're not a spirit like everyone else. How did you get here?
I could ask you the same question.
This is where my grandfather's ashes are buried. I come to visit him often. He was the last person to stay in Blackmarsh. Once he passed, there was nobody left in the village who remembered.
Who remembered? Remembered what?
Remembered what happened to the village, of course. The marsh was full of people once. Then that evil woman came and changed everything. She... Oh no! They've come back again! Quick, come hide in the crypt!
Hide in the crypt. Oh god, skeletons. Okay. Deal with these guys first, then I'll meet you down there in the crypt. Is that it for the skellies? Alright, let's head down in the crypts and follow that lady. Excellent! Adding another level of spooky dooky to this whole place, we are now in a shadowy crypt, where even more skeletons live. Skeletons down. Lady, where are you? Come back. Oh, there she is. Oh, and she's still running, and skeletons are still trying to kill her. Lady, come back here! Okay, there she is. What is she
And
doing?
so you came.
Oh, of course.
Fell into my little trap.
Of course, a
Such
trap.
wonderful creatures, you mortals. So full of yearnings. So full of hunger.
So there was no girl at all. Pity.
There was a girl. You should have seen what she gave to slake her thirst. As now you shall slake mine.
Oh, wow, you're really pretty underneath. Thanks for showing us your true self. Unfortunately, we're now gonna have to slay you, Hunger Demon. Hunger Demon and her minions are down.
Released me, stranger.
Oh, and hey, we've released
After
the
being
girl.
trapped for so long by my own foolish desires, now I can at last go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy to help. Wish I could get more information from you, but I guess you're pretty tired. We do have Essence of Magic back here, so that's good. Alright, so it turns out there was no girl at all, just a demon. And I guess we'll backtrack through this crypt. There was one other way to go, down here. Oh! Skeletons will let me get down there. Okay, let's try this again. So we're gonna head down this side corridor here and see what else we can find in this shadowy crypt. Unsurprisingly, we found a whole bunch more skeletons, but there's also a really big skeleton up there, an ancient fanged skeleton. Get rid of him. Alright, the skeletons are down, and looks like there's a path up to the Blackmarsh Undying. Whatever that is. I'll have to head up here and see, of course. So it looks like... we came up out of the crypt. I guess we're just in another part of the village. Hey! It's a person!
Halt. Who enters the Blackmarsh?
We're Grey Wardens. We're trapped here.
Trapped? Then you're just as we are, locked in this endless nightmare. We've been here so long at her mercy. I almost forget what it was like before. There is a spirit that's come to free us. Perhaps you could help him. If only that were possible.
Hang on, hang on, hang on. I need
Demons often attack the village. I don't even know how long we've been fending them off.
way more information. So all the inhabitants of Blackmarsh Village are actually in the Fade?
The countless evils I've seen her perpetrate in there. I'm ashamed to even recount them aloud. She orders our children stolen in the night so she can... No! Unhand me, you thugs! Let me go! Don't let them take me! No!
What the heck?
I won't turn around, mistress, I promise.
Book here, which gives us more information about the village of Blackmarsh. The Blackmarsh is a dreary place, so damp you can feel the chill in your bones. Leave your clothes out to dry for a week and they'll still be cold and wet when you put them on. I called Martin daft when he suggested we move there. An awful place, he said, but also a place where one can make a great deal of money collecting peat. By the maker's soggy underclothes, he was right. From the Journal of Vera, a seamstress. What's happening up
I
here?
brought this to the guards.
The mansion will not protect you, fiend. Come out and face your crime.
We aren't afraid of you any longer! The witch hides! Break down the door!
Be cautious, my friends.
Ah, this is the Baroness who was
power
kidnapping
within
all
her
the
there,
ladies and
she will
harnessing their
note it.
power and whatnot.
We rush in at our
She
peril.
brought everyone into the Fade?
And who comes
Who's
now?
this ghost?
More minions of the Baroness? Or yet more helpless souls she has tormented?
We are Grey Wardens, brought here against our will.
I cannot say what a Grey Warden is, but clearly you are a stranger. Perhaps it is a sign. I am Justice. I have watched this place and seethed at the wrongs visited on these poor folk, and now I seek to aid them.
Once we lived in the real world and the Baroness ruled over us. She took our children and used their blood to work dark and evil magic.
And when we burned down her mansion, she cast one final spell that brought our spirits here. We've been trapped ever since, still under her rule.
This spirit knows the Fade. If we help him, he might help us.
I think that since the Baroness trapped these people here, that she's our best chance of getting out.
Tell me, stranger, will you help us in this righteous task? Being a Grey Warden appears to make you an able sort, and thus your aid would be most welcome.
I would gladly help you. Well, hang on. I want to say, this Baroness is a blood mage from the real world?
From the world of mortals.
So this guy is a nice
We lived in a
spirit.
village in the Blackmarsh, and the Baroness ruled
Like
over
the
us.
one that resided inside
It was
Wind.
so long ago, it seems like a dream we once had. We finally rose up against her evil, and this is what she did to us.
Interesting.
I can't even imagine what happened to our families.
The village is overgrown and long deserted.
Has it been so long? How many years have we been held here?
Take heart, good woman. Justice will see you avenged and freed. Will you help us, stranger? If this wrong is to be undone, we will need your aid.
What are you trying to do exactly?
These good people have been held in the thrall of this sorceress for too long. I seek to free them.
It's been a nightmare that seemed to go on forever. Until justice arrived, we didn't even know this wasn't real.
I can no longer stand by and watch. The sorceress has fled into her lair, but a reckoning is called for. We must act, stranger.
Alright, I would gladly help you.
Then we have the numbers to challenge the Baroness directly.
Ooh, a direct challenge. I like the sound of that. Less talk, more killing.
They just said she was an evil, powerful witch. Do we really want to antagonize her?
Do you want to just live in here forever? We could defeat her and make her use her magic to help us.
There's a thought. All right, you convinced me.
My intention is to storm the gate. Are you ready?
Alright, let's go.
Good people, we take the battle directly to the witch. For too long have her crimes gone unpunished. Now is the time to reclaim your freedom!
My. All that shouting outside, and now you finally decided to barge in without even a proper invitation.
Foul sorceress, you will release these poor folk and submit yourself to justice.
Justice? Is that what you're calling it? What of their punishment? Burning my home to the ground and me within it.
Because you were stealing our children, using their blood to feed your vanity.
As was my due. You lived on my land. I, your rightful ruler. Your blood was mine, just as your lives are now.
I don't think that's how that works. Their lives are not yours any longer.
What's this? The pathetic fools have managed to recruit yet more sympathizers?
We are no longer alone, Baroness. Your reign ends here.
As it happens, I am no longer alone
Oh, of
either.
course. Of course.
My path back across the Veil lies in victory over you and your new allies. Then the Mother will pay for her treachery.
I figured you'd turn up again sooner or later.
We must be ending this. Now! The Grey Warden, it is more dangerous than you know.
Oh, as you wish, creature. Slay them, and you shall have the reward you requested.
Enough! The battle is joined.
So I guess everybody in here has been in here for at least like 30, 40 years. I can't remember how long it's been since Ferelden has been free of Orlais occupation, but she's an Orlesian Baroness. So Orlais doesn't rule in Ferelden anymore, so that's how long this has been going on, I think. You're going down first.
No! You fool! Why haven't you defeated them?
Because he sucks and we're great.
Too much. It must be sending me back through the Veil. Now, before it is too late.
Oh, I will sunder the veil, all right. I'll send them all back. But you? Your life is going to provide the power.
No.
You gotta choose your allies a little more carefully first. on the bright side, looks like we are getting out of the Fade. Waking up next to all these gross little creatures. Oh, we're right where we started. Okay. Kristoff? Is he alive? How? You don't look good, dude. Are you a zombie?
What is happening? No. This is the world of mortals, beyond the veil. And this is a mortal body of flesh. I am trapped within.
Wait, the spirit of justice? How did you get here?
The witch sundered the veil in her haste. All of us were drawn through. She has returned to this realm as well. Can you not feel it? The Baroness is nearby.
How? Isn't she dead, just like all the others?
You misunderstand. The Baroness, she is not immortal as you are, or as were the villagers she kept trapped. There was such a mortal once, but now... that is a demon of pride. She assumed that role long ago to feed from the mortals she trapped. But here, in your world, here she will be quite something else.
Great. I suppose she'll be even stronger now?
Perhaps. She has power enough to cause great havoc in your world. That much I know. The veil is sundered, and the tears must be closed lest they continue to spill demons out into this world. I can alter your weapons for a time, allowing them to drive back the Fate's magic. But if we are to deal with the Baroness, we must move swiftly.
Okay, so I guess we now have an undead spirit of justice on our side. Interesting, and he is locked into the party. So we'll add Anders and Nathaniel. And we get a new codex entry about justice. I have no name, only a virtue to which I aspire. The spirit of justice fought on behalf of the villagers that the Baroness trapped in the Fade. When the Warden commander escaped through a tear in the Vale, justice was dragged along and deposited in the corpse of the Grey Warden, Kristoff. That's actually really, really cool. Okay, so in Sundering the Vale, the Baroness has created tears that will allow demons free access to the waking world. The spirit of justice enchanted your weapons so that the tears can be closed. The Baroness is also loose and must be defeated before she creates further tears. This is getting wild. We came here to find Kristoff and see where the Darkspawn were coming from. Well, we did find some Darkspawn. We are now embroiled in a years-old war, I guess, between this Baroness and the spirits. Kristoff has come back as the spirit of justice. This is crazy. Alright guys, we're gonna take a breather here, and when we come back next time, me and Justice and the rest of the gang are gonna head off to find this Baroness and hopefully put an end to this evil magic once and for all. The Blackmarsh has seen its fair share of curses, and hopefully we can end one here. So thanks everyone so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you're enjoying our playthrough of Dragon Age Origins Awakening so far, and I'll be back next time for some more adventures through the Blackmarsh.